Phonetics. What is phonetics? Phonetics is a branch of linguistics that focuses on the production and classification of the word speech sounds. The production of speech looks at the interaction of different vocal organs, for example, the lips, tongue, and the teeth, to produce particular sounds. There are three areas of study of the phonetics. The first one is articulatory phonetics, the second one is acoustic phonetics, and the third one is auditory phonetics. Let's start off articulatory phonetics. What is articulatory phonetics? Articulatory phonetics is study of how and where speech sounds are produced in the human speech organs. So basically, articulatory is the study of the physical production via the vocal organ of speech sounds. So move on to the next one. The second one is acoustic phonetics. What is acoustic phonetics? Acoustic phonetics deals with capturing and description of sound signals as it's produced and perceived. So basically, acoustic phonetics is the study of the physical properties of speech as sound waves in the air. Now let's move on to the auditory phonetics. Auditory phonetics is the perception of sounds or the way in which sounds are heard or interpreted. Those other important participants in verbal communication are what we call the listener. Phonology. What is phonology? Phonology is focused on how speech sounds can change and behave when in a syllable word or a sentence. So what is the difference between phonetics and the phonology? Phonetics deals with the production of speech sounds by humans without prior knowledge of language being spoken. And phonology is about patterns of sounds, especially different patterns in a different language. Let's move on to the next topic, morphology. What is morphology? Morphology is a branch of linguistics that are one of the major components of the grammar. It also studies word structures, especially regarding morphemes. So what is morpheme? Morpheme is a short segment of language that meets three basic criteria. It is a word or a part of a word that has meaning. It cannot be divided into a small or meaningful segments without changing its meaning or leaving a meaningless remainder. Morphemes that are smallest units of meaning in a language. They are commonly classified as either free morphemes, which can occur as a separate words, or bound morphemes, which can stand alone as words. Syntax. What is syntax? Syntax is a grammatical structure of words and phrases to create a coherent sentences. What does syntax mean? Syntax is the grammatical structure of a sentences, the format in which words and phrases are arranged to create the sentences is called syntax. For example, the boy jumped happily. The boy happily jumped. Happily, the boy jumped. So syntax is a sentence construction relationship in terms of cultural differences. What do you mean by cultural differences? Cultural difference involves the integrated and maintained system of socially acquired values, beliefs, and rules of conduct which impact range of accepted behavior distinguishable from one societal group to another. People are distributed in a different geographical environments. They need to understand, adapt, and transform their geographic environments therein constantly. Economical differences. Language is first and foremost an information carrying function. Being able to express ideas in language allows human beings to remember the past, organize the present, and plan the future. Language allows individuals to negotiate with each other, to cooperate